What's up, boys and girls? It's the Gypsy. I'm back at it again. Well, I really didn't want to make a video off of this fight, and the fight's about to start. Well, it's not about to start. I don't know. I'm watching these so-called Shakur Stevenson or whatever it is. Before it was Bernard Hopkins talking about what they think and their opinions about it. The fight's about to start. It's where I'm at is 12:11. So that's Los Angeles time. I think in my time, the fight will start around 2 o'clock. I didn't want to make a fight. I didn't want to make a video off this fight, man, because it's so obvious that who should win this fight. And it's definitely not the coward AJ that we know. It's gonna be Usyk. Usyk is gonna definitely win this fight. Let me lower down the volume of the TV so I can make this video. Yeah, Usyk is the one that's gonna win this fight, bro. And the one thing I worry about this fight, that the best won't win type scenario, because of the corruption of boxing, is that, I mean, it took this goddamn long to make this fight. Who's to say that AJ and Eddie Hearn didn't give Usyk some kind of deal to lay down, pretty much, to get knocked out in the later rounds or something? Because I'm telling you now, bro, no matter what Robert Garcia throws, gives, it applies. They're expecting like a Maidana. You know what they're expecting? They're expecting like a Maidana performance over Floyd, but with a knockout instead. You know what I mean? Because Maidana, in my eyes, beat fucking Floyd both fights, both times. But he didn't knock him out, of course. He didn't knock out Floyd. We would never be talking about the money team if that was the case, you know. So, I mean, maybe we still probably talk about the money team, but it wouldn't be as relevant, you know. So, yeah, the thing is, he's expecting, like, I don't even know why he chose Robert Garcia. I would have picked Derek James for this fucking fight, bro. Derek James would have been a better option for him. The guy who trains Errol Spence, trains the fucking Charlo sisters, you know, those guys, all of them, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, seriously, like, that's what I expected, you know what I mean? Off of, that would have been a smarter decision, but Anthony Josh was a dummy, and he's proven it time and time. His fear has been so palpable, bro. So much that you can touch it, bro. Like, you can feel it. This guy, how long? Last year, bro, how long did it take till now? August, bro, until the fight finally came through. He all he did was show to Usyk that he was terrified. That's it. And not just the Usyk, the rest of the world, you know. And this is why the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, he wasn't even sure if this fight was going to take place, man. I guarantee you, the victor, hopefully, if it's a real fight, unlike the first one, which was not a real fight, and I kept saying in my other videos that was not a real fight, Usyk could have knocked him out. If this fight was a real fight and Usyk knocks AJ out and creates enough buzz, I would see Tyson Fury fighting Usyk, because it's ridiculous. He'll go down in history as the guy that's, you know, ridiculous and everything if he never does. And Wilder was much more of a intimidating figure than fucking Usyk is. You think he wouldn't challenge that? I mean, you got to be a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You know, a fucking shotgun hand of Wilder was much more of an intimidating figure coming off of all that weight and shit. You got to be a dumb motherfucker to think that he won't challenge Usyk. Even if he loses to Usyk, to not challenge him, you know what I mean? He could have lost to fucking Wilder. To not challenge him is ridiculous. You know what I mean? He will challenge him. It's just the money. There's not the money. The money ain't right. Nothing about the money. It's about the fact that Usyk and AJ still got to fight, and he can't do anything about it. So he's doing all this other shit. Look, I'm gonna fight Ngannou. I'm gonna fight, I don't know, fucking Brock Lesnar. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. That's not gonna happen, bro. Tyson Fury is waiting for this undisputed, you know, where shot after once AJ and that thing Usyk's situation gets dealt with, that's what he's waiting for. He's waiting for that undisputed. That's what he's waiting for. And AJ prolonged the fuck out of it, bro. And we all know this. Prolonged the crap out of it because he was shit scared. If the tables were turned and Tyson Fury was there, he would have fucking taken the fight, bro. Okay, let's be real. Even if he took it once, like he did with Klitschko, and you guys are thinking that, oh, he fucking ducked Klitschko. It's like, even if he took it once, he'll still take it, guys. That's the difference between someone like fucking, as much as you hate Fury, someone like AJ, and someone like Fury. But I'm telling you right now, if you see anything in this fight where, somehow Usyk gets dropped and stopped in the mid rounds to whatever rounds, the 10th round, whatever, know that this fight is fake. Know that he was paid to do so, because that's not what we saw in the first fight. He definitely got hit. He definitely got clipped, and he took it like well. And trust me, guys like Lomachenko, obviously respectably to their own weight division, and guys like Usyk, they're not easy to drop, and they're not easy to knock out. Even if you catch them clean, Gassiev catched them, they just recover very quickly. You know what I mean? To knock him out and stop him, this ain't Povetkin, bro. This ain't fucking Povetkin. That's all I gotta say. And if you see anything different than what the result's supposed to be, than what the reality is supposed to be, if you see that somehow AJ, I don't know, ends up, I mean, it can happen, man. AJ can actually, I'm not saying it can't. AJ can actually fucking prove to be the adaptable boxer that can throw, defend and dish out, then some to Usyk to fucking his whole world up. You know what I mean? To make it more difficult, which I'm assuming he might just work to the body in this fight. I'm thinking here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to go for the body to slow down, because anybody that has better foot movement than you, is faster than you, what you do, you go to the body to slow him down. But is that gonna work? They think it's gonna apply to the same thing that how Loma and Teofimo was, where he applied the body, slow him down, something like that. Even though Loma's shoulder was fucked up, I'm not even considering that shit. I'm not even including all that kind of factors. Or I don't know, Salido did, you know what I mean? But that was nut punches. I don't know what kind of plan they had with Robert, but I think the better option would have been Derek James, because AJ is a power puncher, and since he's a power puncher, if you give Derek James the shot, Derek James can make him even better of a power puncher. That's the difference. A much more powerful, which means he has a more of a shot to be something like Wilder against Usyk, with obviously, I don't say, man, Wilder has decent skill too, so I can't really say that. Even though people don't rate the Wilder skill, I rate Wilder's skill. Okay, Wilder has skill. He just chooses to forget it. That's the difference, and that's when people say, "Oh, he's trash," because he forgot. He just chooses not to use it. That's all it is. Yeah, so he'll like, maybe if he joins Derek James, maybe you'll see a Wilder type punching power. You know what I mean? Because those boys developed a punching power under Derek James, the Errol Spences and the not the Errol Spences. I take it back, the Charlos. Errol Spence hasn't really shown much. It's more of an accumulation with but with the Charlo brothers, they've developed it, and I'm assuming that this all applies to, obviously, genetics play a factor. So Errol Spence might not gain the same as the Charlo brothers, but it all applies to how Derek James is teaching them cats how to fight. So how to throw punches is more like it. So I think AJ would have learned a lot out of that shit, but AJ chose Robert Garcia, and we're about to see in a few hours what's gonna happen to AJ, because I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna apply. He thinks that the Salido and the body weight, you know what I mean? What happened to Loma, and that he can apply to the same, or Maidana to Floyd type situation. That's the way to go. Or I don't know what kind of chemistry they have. Maybe Robert Garcia gave him a blowjob. I don't fucking know, bro. I have no idea. You know what I mean? That's I have no idea why he picked Robert, bro. It's just ridiculous to me. But anyways, all the shits and giggles aside, uh, yeah, Usyk is gonna beat the crap out of him. If that does not happen, if he doesn't knock him out, and I think he will knock him out if he chooses to, he can knock him out in 7 rounds, 7 to 8 rounds. AJ's gone. Similar to what Ruiz did to him. Yeah, similar to what Ruiz did to him, but obviously getting hit a lot less than what Ruiz did, and not even getting dropped. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, that's what I expect. And if it's anything else, know that there's a fix. You know, if if you see Usyk performing in any, I would say this: if you see Usyk performing very well and AJ is doing something different, stepping to the side a little bit different, okay, that's probably different. But if Usyk is performing lackluster or anything like that, no, that fight is fixed. It's fixed for him to lose. He's paid very well and handsomely. Yeah, and this is the problem with the sport. Hopefully, we don't see that, and hopefully, the rightful man who's supposed to knock him out knocks him out because he's supposed to knock him out. Usyk is supposed to knock out this cat. Anyways, this is the Gypsy. I'm fucking out. Can't believe I made a fucking video off of this. I was too lazy to do so. Anyways, bye bye.